related to your guys' parenting also like that. It's like I'm making these works physical and like making it my own, similar to pizza. Making these things by hand and creating your own branding and creating your own dish, just like your like unique pizzas. So I felt like I needed to have a physical hand in this to show that they are handmade and crafted.
Hello, I'm McKenzie Palm, and I'm a senior at ISU studying art education, and I was the winner of Project Pi 2.0. Winning was insane.
McKenzie Palm!
I was not expecting it at all, and I was actually kind of excited for the other prizes. Off the bat, I was like, oh yes. I really like vintage things. I'm really into like 50s pinup. I think that's really interesting and cool, and that's like kind of where a lot of my art style comes into play. I really like vintage artwork as well, and like I'm really fascinated in pinup girl paintings. I think they're really cool, and I try to follow that in a lot of this and in how I present myself as well. Each one is done on like I have a thick pad of paper that's like artist paper, and I began by deciding what background colors I wanted for each of them, and most of them I wanted pastels and like vibrant colors, and then I was planning the color scheme of the character themselves and how they would look against the background. So I started off with painting all of the backgrounds and then going over that and blocking in the color of the characters themselves. From that, I would draw them with like an ink pen and like outline them with that, and then I have a marker that would go over it with, and then like a white pen for like all the highlighters. The Super Freak took me like 3 days to do, like consistently doing it a lot too. Some of them I just really like busted out. Like I know exactly what I wanted to do with it. It just like all worked really fine. Like the Bayou Bomb I like did in like 3 hours, which is like short for art, even though it sounds long. But then there's other ones like the White Chick. Took me a really long time because I was doing like her arm tattoos and I kept messing up, so I'd have to like remake the color and then like paint over it and then redraw it. And then every time I would draw with like the pen, I would get my hand on it and carry that around the page. So it depends. Yeah, you can see like on her arm the final like smudge, and I was like, nah, she's fine. I was like, no one's really gonna notice. Everyone will know. Good. But yeah, normally like probably 6 or 7 hours for one, and that's like also taking into account like drying time and stuff like that, and then like planning. Yeah, really all I have to work with is just the name. So for instance, with the atomic bomb, I immediately think of like 50s like atomic bomb dummies and like nuke towns and stuff. So that's where he came from, and all of them are really just like word associations with it. It's like what I associate with the White Chick or like the Prospector. I definitely enjoyed the education aspect of my major, and I would like to teach in schools or maybe like at a museum. I would love to teach at like a children's museum or something. But as my art, I definitely intend to keep making paintings and hopefully keep trying to get them in galleries and working on my own private art, because that's like what I want to do in my life. And I definitely will be a teacher and like devoted to that, but on the side I will always need to like make paintings for sure.